girlfriend, packed up my stuff, loaded up my car, drove down.
What you do with soldiers, obviously, you don't make a big show of it. You go do it because it means something to you. Talk about that, because I thought those images in the documentary and the way you describe it and what that means to you was really something that it just gives you great pause, because like you say, it's not political. It's just about
Right.
what you do. Describe what that feels like for you when you go visit these men and women.
Well, you can't have an opinion if you're going to walk through the doors of Walter Reed or Bethesda. All you can do is support what's happened. And it's really not, it's not about the war at that point. It's just about it's just about the kids who came home from the war. And so you talk to them, you sit on their bed and you talk to them, and they tell you their stories, and you don't tell anybody. Yet another secret society. You don't tell anybody what they say. You can't. And they allowed us to take pictures for the families, because I had Karen who takes these amazing pictures. So I said, you know what, if you let her take photographs, then they'll have great pictures. If you take Polaroids, they'll be terrible and they'll never show them to anybody. So let's let them get a great picture as long as I'm here, you know.
Pictures
So
are amazing.
they trusted us. Pictures last forever. So they trusted us, and trusted us all through the 5 years that I went. I haven't been in a while, because Walter Reed and Bethesda merged.
Right.
And since they merged, it's a lot harder to go there. They used to really let me have the run of Walter Reed, and I was there till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And now, you know, it's like, well, you can come for 2 hours, and I'm like, I can't do what I do in 2 hours. So I haven't really figured out a way to quite get myself into the two hospitals merging, because, you know, the Navy is a lot more strict than the Army, and so it's like Bethesda is a lot more strict than Walter Reed. So now that they're together, a lot more strings have to be pulled, and it's just harder. But the reason I wrote Soldier's Angel was that I knew that there would be a point where, you know, I can continue to go and visit and sit and hold hands and listen to stories and try to do whatever I can do just as a person, and take them on an iPod with 937 songs on it. But I knew that if I wrote this song, Soldier's Angel, that would last forever. So when these 20-year-old kids or 18-year-old kids or 25-year-old kids or 30-year-old people have, you know, lived another 15 years, they'll always have Soldier's Angel. And because of this little movie, they'll always have that 15-minute moment where they see me at the hospitals, and they see one of the soldiers, Vincent, who's in it, who just about got his head blown off, and who was not even ever coming back, and did come back. And you see him come back all through the segment of the Soldier's Angel part. And you see the kid that writes from Japan, you know, and says, you know, this music got me through the deployments, and it is not an easy task.
I think that's actually a little documentary within a documentary.
Within itself.
That story it's a standalone story. It's incredible. And
it's
again,
the same way with New Orleans. It's, you know, it's focus on, spotlight on Katrina and what it did to that town. And so I think those are the two moments in the film that are super poignant and raise above. It's not just, it really isn't even about music. Those two are really about the incoming soldiers and about the effect that Katrina had on that city.